Well, first on 7 News, we confirmed a man arrested for trying to abduct a woman in Fairfax County is an illegal immigrant with a lengthy criminal history. 7 News' Nick Minock was the first to report this story on WJLA.com this morning. And now he's live at the Fairfax County Courthouse with the suspect's previous charges. Nick.
Well, he may have a lengthy criminal history, Megan, but as far as we can tell, he has faced no prison time. I just picked up these court records from the courthouse here in Fairfax County, and what they show is that the Fairfax County prosecutor and the sheriff has released this illegal immigrant back into the community several times. Fairfax County Police say Moises Domingo Rico Rosales exposed himself to a woman at Wakefield Park in Annandale on Sunday. Then, that same day, he allegedly tried to abduct a different woman. Police say she was trying to ride her bike when Rico Rosales stepped in front of her and tried to pull her into the woods, then continued to chase her after she fought him off. The Department of Homeland Security told me the man is from Nicaragua and he entered the U.S. illegally in Arizona. Court records show he has a lengthy criminal history in Fairfax County, but Commonwealth's Attorney Steve Toscano and Sheriff Stacey Kincaid let him walk free, despite being charged with felonies on 2 separate occasions. A Homeland spokesperson told me, quote, Fairfax County sanctuary politicians refused to cooperate with ICE law enforcement and released him from jail. This predator was released by the Biden administration into our country in 2022. DHS is calling on Governor Abigail Spanberger and her fellow sanctuary politicians to commit to not releasing this criminal and instead turn him over to ICE custody. Rico Rosales faced drug charges in 2024 for allegedly selling fentanyl pills. State law requires people convicted of selling fentanyl to serve a minimum of 5 years in prison. But according to court records, Toscano's office dropped the drug charges. And when ICE issued an immigration detainer, ICE's Sheriff Kincaid ignored it. Rico Rosales was also charged with robbery last year. Toscano's office amended the felony to a misdemeanor, and both charges were dismissed. Sean Kennedy with Virginians for Safe Communities says all of this is another example of how Toscano's office appears to be lenient on criminal illegal immigrants.
There are more victims made every day here in Fairfax County, just like the individuals at this park, because of the incompetence and indifference of Commonwealth's Attorney Steve Toscano. It's a daily occurrence that I come across another victim that shouldn't have been one, that shouldn't have ever had their security robbed of them because of something like this.
And so far, Governor Abigail Spanberger's office and Sheriff Stacey Kincaid's office have not responded to 7 News' questions on if they're going to honor this new immigration detainer issued by ICE. Back to you.
All right, Nick, thank you. And Sheriff Kincaid and Toscano's so-called sanctuary policies, they've been under fire by some members of Congress. Last month, they were grilled in that congressional hearing. What is Toscano saying about this case?
Yeah, so I reached out to Mr. Toscano's office this morning on why these different charges that we just reported on were either dismissed or dropped before this man went on to allegedly abduct a woman and expose himself to another woman. His office sent me a lengthy statement. It did not get into specifics on those cases, but read in part, there are many reasons that the outcome of a case may differ from the initial charges, including insufficient evidence. You can read his full statement online at WJLA.com. Reporting in Fairfax County, Nick Minock, 7 News.